I like Discmania, and they come out with mystery boxes once a year, these red edition boxes. And they came out with 5 this year. I bought all 5. I'm a Discmania fan. I've got plenty of their discs in my tournament bag. Love the PD2, the PDs, the P3X, so good. With so many of these discs, I wanted to try some of the other molds, maybe the Innovas, or, wow, I said Innova. I wish Innova was still making Discmania, but they're not. But I want to try some more of the Discmania made Discmania. I say we go with the ones that I'm probably most looking forward to, which would be fan favorites, and I guess they have different versions of each one of these, so we got V1. Now, I already had to go in here and turn these over because when I just recorded this, there's a 20% off code. I'm gonna save that one for myself. Let's see what we got in the fan favorites. That's like color Sea Line Horizon DD3. That's a pretty good start. Little silver stamp there, pink and clear. It's pretty cool. Pretty sure this is a Horizon DD1. That's cool. I like the stamp. Yep, that's pretty satisfying. Look at that. So we got a DD1 Horizon. Sweet. 2 drivers. Got a Metal Flake Sea Line FD. Okay, we got an FD. So far we got a DD1, DD3, and an FD. Oh my gosh. Guys. I might have to wipe this stamp because it just looks too cool. So this is an Essence. Interesting. This is a mold that I've never really messed around with. That could be fun to throw. A little gummy, but I mean, perfect color scheme for me. So quite a few, I can tell this one's already soft. Quite a few drivers. This looks like a P3X, P2X. So Ganon's putter, but this one is super flexible. Super flexible. Interesting stamp, maybe like older school stamp. Personally, maybe not my favorite. We got a, this is definitely a Flex 3 plastic. What did we get? P1, I'm gonna guess? P1. That's what Antela putts with. That's good. Okay, got a good putter. Is there a mid-range in here somewhere? There's one more disc down here. You also get a little mystery box patches, which is pretty sweet, and a pen. Ooh, good color scheme. All right. Thank goodness I got a good color. This is a PD. Wow, the underside looks way better than this side. We'll throw it upside down, throw it for thumbers. So it's a PD. Domi PD. All right, and I bag PDs, but we'll have to give this a throw. So this is gonna be pretty much a driver heavy box. All right, let's go to the next one. Honestly, I feel like the value probably is there for this box. Let's go Glow Mania. I haven't really done a ton of glow disc golf, but it's something that I really want to do because it is getting so dark so fast. What is up with this? Hold on. Can you see these little circles? They are super evident and visible. It's like they have like a machine that was trying to pick it up. Look at this. You don't see that on their discs? I've actually never seen that with Discmania discs before. Interesting, super noticeable. This might be like a misprint one, to be honest. So this one's a P2X. Actually feels super good. Glow plastic, color glow. All right, we got a little mystery box stamp in there. It's probably like an FD something. We got an FD1. I like the blues. Blues are pretty sweet. And we got an interesting stamp on there. A little shield stamp. That's an MD3 for sure. We got an MD3. Ooh, super stiff. Definitely good ones. I needed some more glow plastic. I like this stamp. For the mystery box, that's pretty sweet. Big fan of the ones that they stamped with this on there. And we have an FD2. Oh, interesting, a glow FD2. That feels so good. I know the FD2 from Innova, whenever they're making them, were so popular. So this is probably my favorite box so far. What else did we get here? Probably an FD3. FD3, wow. Color scheme on this is great so far. All right, same stickers and everything. If you guys want one of these, run into me at the course. Probably throw these in my bag. It's a pretty cool patch, actually. And let's see if there's a disc in here. I can see there is. This one feels like Horizon. Oh, that's pretty sweet. All the different molds in here. Discmania Mystery Box. Oh my gosh. Why does the butt look so much better? Wow, that is like perfect cotton candy colors. I just wish this blue was on the top. That would be awesome. This is probably a DD2. Okay, DD2. Max weight though, everything from like the weight's been pretty good so far. So these discs ended up pretty much coming out to 15 bucks a disc for premium ones with some unique stamps. I mean, honestly, it's not too bad. I mean, you kind of get what you pay for with this one. Also, shout out to Jaden Rye who helped me find a backup to my PD2, and it was even signed by Eagle. Next one, we have the Dyer's Delight. I love dyeing discs. It's really fun. So my goal for this box would be to dye these, and then we'll take them out for a round. Why? What in the world? Hold on. Why are there so many colored discs in this Dyer's Delight box?
Epic fail.
What? Okay, sorry, this is throwing me off a little bit. Usually when you dye discs, or you think about like a Dyer's Delight box, I mean, sweet MD1, awesome swirls, but I can't dye this disc. What is going on? It says each Dyer's Delight box comes with 6 out of these 7 molds in varying colors. I feel like you kind of messed up on this one, Discmania. You don't want colored plastic for Dyer's Delight. When you see Dyer's Delight discs, especially whenever you order them from like MVP and Axiom, they're white because they hold dyes. All right, well, let's just look apart from that. That's less discs to dye, kind of a bummer, but it's got a bottom stamp Discmania on there, MD1, swirly MD1. Feels pretty good. All right, this one is, I mean, there's no stamp on the top, right? But that's not really the thing you care about whenever you get discs to dye. So they just have these color glow. Is this color glow? Hard to tell right here, but this is actually a glow FD3. This is like a Doomberg profile. Doomberg 4 profile. Feels good though. All right, this one's an interesting looking one. Horizon Sea-Line DD2. So I got another DD2 in the boxes, but didn't have this one. So looks cool, but at least I can dye this one. So this one is a P3X, I'm guessing. Now that is awesome. Let me see if this one is glow as well. Yep, so that one's glow. Nice, I need some nice glow discs. Nice and stiff. This is my favorite disc in mold that Discmania comes out with. All right, we've got another white one. This is what you would expect with it. This is an FD2. This feels like normal S-line plastic. Oh, it's a glow FD2. So now I have 2 glow FD2s. I'll have to dye this one though. Probably gonna do a split dye on it. And last but not least, so hold on. Oh my gosh, okay, so what is this? This is a PD2. So they basically just stamped Discmania on the Dyer's Delight box. I mean, I love a PD2. I bag PD2s. Only 2 of the 6 discs are dyeable. Here's some examples of some of the dyes I was planning on doing with those discs. But I will have to do something else. Okay, let's open up the one that I think is going to be the funnest to mess around with and throw. The Noodle Arm V3 is the box that I ended up getting. Okay, nice shield stamp. What in the world? Okay, I'm not kidding. This is a tilt. This is the Noodle Arm box, right? Yeah, each Noodle Arm box. Why would they put a tilt in here? They didn't put a tilt in here.
Huh?
Why do I have a tilt in my Noodle Arm box? That's hilarious. This is the Exo Hard plastic tilt with an insane wing. Super stiff. In the Noodle Arm box? Okay, what in the world is in the rest of this box here? So we got a Flexi. That's a sweet stamp. Okay, with the shatter with this stamp, that is actually really cool looking. That is interesting to know for future reference for me. So we end up with a P1. So this is like a Flex 1 P1 actually. Okay, we got another pretty flexible putter. This is a Logic. What is different about a Logic and a P1? Interesting, so I basically got 2 Flex 1 putters that are very, very similar. Very similar in feel and hand. And this one is actually in a bag for some reason. What plastic is this? This has got to be Neo. It's like a Neo Soft Origin. The Origin actually is a pretty decent mid-range. Nice flippier one. That's pretty cool. I like the blue and pink. I don't know why it was in a bag though. Nothing else has come in the bag. All right, we got another one of these like throwback looking stamps. Not in the best shape, to be honest. Holy moly. This thing is so flexible. I mean, this is the Noodle Arm Box, but we got a DD. All right, we didn't have a DD yet. Okay. With it being so gummy, it actually stables up that mold. And this looks like the swirly line MD1 that I got in the Dyers Delight box. But we do have Discmania Golf discs. So I have a double of this one, but again, still feels super good. This is an awesome disc. I might not throw this one. I might just throw the other one in both videos. And this looks like a function. Feels like a function in hand. A TD, never mind. This is a TD with the little ace, Discmania ace stamp. It's actually pretty sweet, the swirls in there. And again, cotton candy colors. Can't complain about that. Let's see what's in the bottom here. More cotton candy colors. Oh my gosh, at least my color scheme's being matched. What do we got here? That's the function. All right, 173 function. Everything seems to be max weight, which is actually pretty sweet. All right, this Noodle Arm Box is gonna be interesting to throw. We got a TD, a function, an MD1, the DD, the origin, as well as 2 putters and a tilt. So I ended up with 7 discs in this box. 8. Wait, no, I got 8 discs in this box. So I got a bonus disc. Yeah, it says you get 7 out of these 10. Bonus disc with an EXO hard tilt. What in the world? Okay, my favorite box so far. Like legitimately, this is gonna be a fun one to go through, especially since I have the tilt. What an excuse. Okay, the wild card box. This is the V1 box. So I'm guessing they just had a bunch. They were just creating the same way every time. And there are quite a few molds. So there were 11 possible molds in here. I actually kind of hope I get an MD3X. I've never seen the MD3X. So let's see what we ended up with our wildcard box. Looks like some of these are repeats, but this is the one I was kind of the most excited about, to be honest. So this feels like a P1X. Okay, I'm getting a wide range of putter molds that I haven't tried yet. So that's great, especially now that we do these touring like in the bag videos. Now I have all the putters. I'm gonna have to save those. What is this one below? That is pretty cool. Horizon Sea Line. It's not the most horizon in the world. Sometimes Discmania gets more of the color on the bottom of the flight plate than the top, but that's actually pretty cool. It's got the Discmania bar stamp right there, DD3. And thank goodness these are all max weight. If these were like discs that were like 160s and stuff, that would have been so annoying. So we have a red shatter, which looks pretty good with that. Gotta be a P1. Yep, P1 here. Flexi, I think I have this one already. Oh, what else do we got? Maybe an Essence? FD1. All right, we didn't pull an FD1 yet. This might be glow plastic. Yep, it's glow as well, which is a bonus for me. I need more glow discs. FD1 is awesome. We got a blue on blue shatter Horizon DD1. This one actually is super cool. I've heard, I mean, at least from last mystery boxes in the past, these DD1s have been money. So pretty psyched to have this one. We got a Sea Line Metal Flake CD1. All right, so we didn't have any of the CD molds yet. This is like a very complete lineup. Let's see what else we got in here to finish. A lot of the red boxes. I did get one patch in there that was a little bit cooler from a color scheme. And oh my gosh, we got a second one. That is absolutely gorgeous. So another essence, so I have 2 of these essences. Wow, these boxes are gonna be so much fun to go out and throw. Which one would you say was the best? So in the wild card box was not bad either. We had a hard or flex 3 P1X. We had the P1, a DD3, we had the essence, the CD1, the DD1, we had an FD1 glow, as well as this Horizon Sea Line DD3. So all in all, this was 36 discs, and it came out to $12.50 per disc. That's actually not that bad from a price perspective. I don't think there's anything too crazy in here, but I feel like we got a full lineup. So if I had to like go with my favorite boxes that I came up with here, I'm gonna say the Dyers Delight was probably the worst because of they're already so colorful. You can't dye colorful discs. These are the types of discs you expect from Dyers Delight. So big miss on Discmania's part. I'm pretty happy with the glow box. I feel like I can use all of these for glow season. I gotta say though, the tilt is probably my favorite one that I got in this box. And the Noodle Arm box. Now I think it's time we take our Noodle Arm box with the hilarious tilt in here for some reason, and the rest of these, and we see which one I can shoot the lowest on at Bill Allen. Really appreciate you guys watching. I'm about to throw all of these in the bag. We're gonna dye, I guess, these two in the Dyers Delight box. And we'll film these this week. I'll upload them each, and we're gonna see which box is the best box Discmania came out with.